Hey, it's Joey, and today I've got another box to open. And this time it's from Newegg. You might be asking yourself, what's in the box? Well, I'll tell you. Today I've got a brand new heatsink, couple of sticks of RAM, brand new motherboard, and I saved the best for last, a brand new processor. So almost an entirely new computer, but not quite. So now you might be asking yourself, what am I going to do with this 2/3 of a computer I have here? Well, I already have one computer, so what I've decided to do is keep all of the best parts from my old computer and combine them with all of these brand new components that I've ordered off of Newegg. Alright, so let's just jump right into this then. First up, we have the Hyper 212 Evo by Cooler Master. I actually didn't order this component until after I got all of the other ones in the mail. I had never built a computer by myself before. I've swapped out components in other desktops that I've had, but I haven't ever gone to this extent with it. So I wasn't sure if a heatsink was going to come with my processor or with my motherboard, or if I had to buy it on my own. Now, obviously I had to buy it on my own, which a lot of you probably already know, but I've never really dealt with swapping out processors or heatsinks before. Alright, so onto the RAM. I've got 2 sticks of 8GB DDR4 Ripjaw 5s by G.Skill. Just so you know, I'm not going to get super detailed with all these parts, because if I did that, I'd probably have a half-hour long video here, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Next up is MSI's Z270 Gaming M7 motherboard. Alright, so getting inside the box here, we see that the motherboard is safely encased in plastic in a cardboard tray. Removing the tray reveals all of the extra little things that come with the motherboard that you'll need when setting it up and installing it into your case. In here you'll find a driver CD, labels, SATA cables, SATA cables, SATA cables, back panel, front panel connectors, power cables, SLI ribbon, congratulatory messages, instruction manuals, and this thing with the dragon on it. Yes! So yeah, lots of stuff in that one. Probably best not to lose any parts. Just gonna throw them back in this box here. And here's a look at the motherboard itself, but we'll get back to that here in a little bit. And now moving on to the Intel i7 Kaby Lake processor. On the side of the box we've got some details and specifications, and on the back we've got a little viewing window just to know that everything's all safe and packed nicely inside. Alright, it's time to break the seal. And now it's time for me to struggle as I try to record with one hand and open this box with the other. Alright, I got that open. Now let's take a look inside. Inside the box we have some instructions and the processor. And this is the other side of the processor. I just thought I'd show you it because it looks kind of cool. Alright, now this is the part of the video where it kind of takes a turn and moves a little bit away from being an unboxing video and becomes almost kind of like a watch me put my computer together video. But not really, because again, like I said, I don't want this to be a half-hour long video. So I'm just going to kind of take you through the express version of that. Alright, this is my computer case. I've taken everything out of it except for my power supply. I should have more than enough room to get the new motherboard in there without having too much of a problem. Alright, going back to the motherboard. Now this thing is packed with all sorts of crazy features like custom LED lights, fully controllable fan headers, killer gaming LAN, and a temperature readout directly on the motherboard. That one's actually pretty useful, but a lot of these other things I'm never going to use. Here are all the ports: audio, USB, HDMI. So after very carefully going through all the instructions, directions, and everything else, I managed to attach everything that I needed to the motherboard. From there, I took the motherboard and put it inside my case. And this is where that got us. After a few minor technical difficulties, my computer was up and running. With Windows booting up and my gaze fixed on my temperature readout inside my case, it was time to enjoy the feeling of a job well done. Time for me to pat myself on the back and go grab a cookie. All my semi-irrational worries of wasted money, electrical fires, and explosions washed away as I planned how I was going to stress test my new computer. Maxed out GTA 5 it is. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this one, you could like and you could subscribe. You know, you could do both, or you might not do either, but if you did do either or both, then you're awesome. Thanks. Thank you. Alright. Thanks for watching. See ya.